Training Center. You're here today to train for the greatest adventure in the history of mankind, space exploration. I know you're probably feeling a little nervous right now, but don't worry. Every astronaut has felt that way at one time or another, even the heroes who went to the moon. But there is one thing they had that you don't have yet: training. You're here today for flight training, the most thrilling experience that any astronaut candidate will ever have. Before you decide if it's right for you, let me introduce you to your spacecraft, the X-2 Space Shuttle. It's powered by solid hydrogen and can accelerate from 0 to 6,000 in 60 seconds. So when you hear the words "go for launch," you'll definitely want to hang on. Now, you've already been organized into teams, and soon each of you will be assigned a position: navigator, pilot, commander, or engineer. The success of your mission will depend on all of you working together as a team. I'll be your Capcom, and in a few minutes I'll give you your specific assignments. But first, our flight director has some safety instructions for you. Lieutenant?
Remember the team number you're standing on. When the doors in front of you open, you will be directed to a flight station with that number on it. When you get there, please stand on the circles. During your Orange Team More Intense training mission, you will be enclosed inside X-2 flight simulators that produce deep space flying conditions such as turbulence and G-forces. Those who are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning should bypass this experience.
As you can see, astronaut flight training isn't like anything you've ever experienced before. It is intense, and if you would like to opt out, just ask any member of the ISTC crew for directions. As for the rest of you, report for your pre-flight briefing. It's go time.
Orange Team More Intense training. If you are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning, you may exit the flight training area now. Ask a uniformed crew member for directions to the Green Team Less Intense training area. Attention astronaut candidates, you have selected Orange Team More Intense training. If you are prone to motion sickness or made uncomfortable by enclosed dark spaces, simulators, or spinning, you may exit the flight training area now. Ask a uniformed crew member for directions to the Green Team Less Intense training area.
Congratulations, team. You have been selected to train for a mission to Mars. Teams are awaiting your arrival at the landing site here at Dallas Marineris. Your mission is to get to that landing site. Your flight path to Mars will take you around the moon for lunar gravity assist. But even with that slingshot, your trip will take 3 months. So we'll have to put you into hypersleep. Hypersleep activated. Don't worry, it'll only seem like a second or two to you. I'll give you a wake-up call when we get to Mars.
T-minus 3 minutes of time.
Okay, now listen up. Here are your assignments. Navigator, you'll fire the thrusters for lunar orbit insertion and for descent to the surface of Mars. Pilot, on my signal, I'll need you to trigger the second stage rocket. You'll also deploy the shields. Commander, you will be responsible for first stage separation and activating manual control for landing. Engineer, when it's bedtime, you will activate hypersleep. You will also extend the wings for landing. Don't worry, when it's time to push the buttons, they will light up. Then I'll give you the go. One last thing. In the event of an emergency landing, there are control sticks at every crew position. Okay, Lieutenant. Any final instructions for our new kids?
When the flight bay doors open, Follow the markings on the floor to your capsule. Then move all the way across, taking your crew position in the cockpit, and stow all personal items in the compartment in front of you. Then reach up and pull down your restraint. Now listen carefully. Leaning forward, closing your eyes, or looking left or right during your flight could disorient you. So keep your head back against the headrest. Keep your eyes open at all times, and focus straight ahead, even if you start to feel disoriented. They're all yours, Capcom.
Straight ahead the whole time.
Well, I guess that's everything. Good luck, Mars team. You are on the clock. Pilot, the X2 is an excellent ship. All you have to do is fire the second stage and deploy the shield.
Bags are located on the instrument panel.
How are we doing?
All good for launch.
Commander, just remember your assignments. First stage separation and manual control.
Loading flight plan.
Engineer, just a reminder, you will activate hypersleep and extend the wings.
Oh, it's up here, bud. Okay, but lean back. See right up front? You can see the space shuttle. The hatch.
Do we just have to look out there?
Yeah, you just look up.
When do we click? Dad, when do we click?
It'll tell you. She said she'll tell you. And she said the buttons will light up.
Dad, is it okay if the thing moves if I'm breathing?
Yeah. You should keep your head back, remember? Straight ahead. Ready, bud?
We have main engine start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift off. Mission control, the tower is clear. They're all yours. Mission control to Mars X2. You are go.
Bud!
Commander, initiate first stage separation. Now.
Computer override initiated. 0G
Wow!
confirmed.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
You're looking good, team. Pilot, engage second stage rocket. Now.
Engaged. Leaving Earth orbit. Velocity 15,000. 16,000.
You should have visual of the space station now, and you are on course for your slingshot around the moon. Navigator, fire rockets for lunar orbit insertion. Now.
LOI confirmed.
What, bud?
My mouth is like
Beautiful sight, isn't it?
I do.
Something to dream about on the way to Mars. Engineer, activate hypersleep. Now.
Activated. Hypersleep duration 3 months. Monitoring.
Going to sleep.
we have
Rise and shine. Let's go, team. We've got a problem.
Beginning evasive maneuver.
This meteor storm is directly over your Mars landing site.
Proximity alert.
Pilot, deploy the shield. Now.
Computer override. Shield deployed.
Welcome to the Astronaut Corps.